All right, everybody. So, based off of the last short, someone had asked basically how were our rights violated. Um, I am not trying to deflect. I'm just trying to get everything out, so that way you guys can have a better understanding. Because not everyone's going to understand. Like some people are lawyers, some people are not. Some people have just a very basic understanding of the law. Some of us have absolutely no understanding of the law, right? So that's why I'm going to start from the beginning. In this video, I'm going to talk about the legal definition of harm and why it's needed for you to be able to file a lawsuit, right? So give me 1 second. We're going to we're going to do everything together, okay? So 1 second. Okay, so let's go ahead and ask our phone, what is the legal definition of harm? All right, so let me put my face over here. In a legal context, harm broadly refers to any loss or damage to a person's rights, property, or physical or mental well-being. It encompasses a wide range of injuries, both physical and non-physical, including financial, reputational, and emotional harm. Okay, so like, just an example. Someone comes up and punches you, they cause you physical harm. Okay, non-physical harm. If somebody steals your identification card and writes down the information on it, that is technically non-physical harm. It's actually right here. It says material harm. This refers to damage to property. That would include a driver's license, a government-issued ID, social security card, right? Anything that you own personally, right? Let's see. There's financial harm. So if someone stole money from you, if you suffered any kind of financial loss, economic damages from a wrongful act, then you have suffered harm, right? Social harm. It says this refers to harm to social interests protected by law, such as hate crimes or crimes against vulnerable groups. This is very important as well to our case. There's multiple ways that I'm going to be able to prove harm, but basically, as long as you can prove harm, then that's the first step of filing a lawsuit. Okay, the next step would be to basically assess what type of harm was committed. So the way that you do that is in one of my previous videos, I had just gone just real quick, like basically like I'm doing now, just letting you be able to read something, and then we scroll through, and then I give a brief discussion, right? You can pause it to look at it if you want, but we're just going to move along because it's just a quick video, right? That's what I did here. And that's what I did in the last video. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to explain the some of the rights, not all of the rights, because I don't have my paper in front of me. I have everything written down. I just don't have it in front of me. But B, I'm still in the discovery process. I'm still trying to figure out exactly what laws, what statutes, what everything has been broken. Right now, I'm currently up to like 28 different crimes that have been committed just on the first instance, right? Like there are multiple instances, so those are separate lawsuits, but just in the first instance, over 28 separate crimes, and we're going to be talking about all of those. Okay, now the way that I prove harm now is we go and we talk about what personal rights have been violated. So very basically, if I believe that someone has committed identity theft, the right that they have violated is my personal right to privacy. Okay, if you don't believe that we have that right, the Bill of Rights, right, are the first 10 amendments in our Constitution, right? It's 1, 3, 4, 5, excuse me, and 9 all deal with privacy in some way or another. You could technically argue 6 as well, because once you invoke your Sixth Amendment right, you're not allowed to be questioned without your attorney being present. So you have your right to privacy without counsel. And then outside of the Bill of Rights, I think the 14th Amendment also deals with privacy. So privacy is one of the big factors in our rights. In our case, I'm going to be able to prove our right to travel. So basically, freedom of movement was impeded. We weren't allowed to travel or to go from point A to point B like we wanted to. So I get to now pull up crimes for that. I'm trying to think. There's a metric ton of rights, like I said, and the next few videos I'm going to let you know what right has been outputted. Yes, I am in the shed. I'm going to let you know what rights have been violated, and then I'm going to expand on that in that video, right? So the next video, let's say, is our right to privacy. I'll give you the legal reason for why we have that right, and then I'll give you some examples. Like I just gave you Amendment 1, 3, 4, 5, technically 6, 9, and 14, right? Those all protect your right to privacy. So, like I said, that's one of the next videos. I'm just gonna do this in little baby steps. I apologize if this makes perfect sense to you. Like I said, it's not gonna make sense to some others, so I'm trying to break it down into small little incremental videos so you can watch like 5 minutes here, 5 minutes there, and not do like an hour at a time and just be like, this guy won't shut up. So thank you for your time. I apologize if it's gone too long. Just remember, please like the video, subscribe, so that way as you know when the next video comes out. I will get more content created. Like I said, right now I am just trying to give you just a bare bones. Here's what we're dealing with, and then here's the format of the next video. So thank you very much for watching. Have a good day, and I will talk to you soon.